I hate cars. Probably very far off the optimal path. Those houses there, we are close to glory. Hello friends, I am officially back on my bullshit. I'm standing right now on the entrance to the S-Bahn station Stadtmitte next to Kalverplatz at almost the exact geographical center point of Stuttgart. And today I will attempt to find a random address somewhere in the city on foot with no phone, no maps, no compass, nothing but my knowledge of the city and maybe some helpful passers-by to guide me. And to figure out what random address I have to go to, I turn to my trusted friend and assistant, Urs with a hat. Thank you. So while Urs is out there missioning, I have their laptop with the code they wrote to generate a random address. So let's check that. Here we go. Your random address is Zuffenhäuser Heide 16, Zuffenhausen im Reiser, Stuttgart Borough of Zuffenhausen. Have fun! Zuffenhäuser Heide 16 im Reiser. Okay, I hope I can remember that. Don't worry, I'm writing it down for you on a piece of paper. Here you go. It's in your left pocket. In my pocket? Ah. Well then, let's go. I'm here still in Calver Passage. The big advantage that it's not raining in here, but even outside the rain should stop very soon. Okay, we'll start off heading north because I know that's what Zuffenhausen is. With that address, I don't know the street. The big upside is it's not as far to walk as the very outer reaches of Stuttgart. The big downside is I'm not 100% sure that I know which part of Zuffenhausen im Reise actually is. For your benefit, I will put up on screen here the map of where I have to go, the direct route as the crow flies, as well as the suggested walking route that Google suggests, and then we'll see how well I can stick to that. Obviously, I'm not seeing these routes on my screen here. We are coming up behind the art museum and the back of the Königswall Passagen. So the general parameters of this challenge, as mentioned, I want to find the address. I cannot use the Maps app on my phone or any other map around. And the goal is basically to walk as ideal a route as possible to get there and not start walking in the completely wrong direction and then having to backtrack and going somewhere else. I am allowed to ask people on the street, but I can't have them use Google Maps for me, so if they offer to look it up on their phone, I would have to refuse. But yeah, and when I arrive there, I have a piece of fancy chocolate that I will deliver to the postbox of whoever lives or works there, so they get something out of being randomly chosen as well. Okay, so far so good. I made it all the way through Königstraße and now here I'm at Hauptbahnhof. And I think I want to go past Hauptbahnhof on the left. That's way too loud. Hang on a bit. Okay, I'm going past Hauptbahnhof on the left. Oh no, there's cars coming. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm now walking past Hauptbahnhof and I think I'll continue up Heilbronner Straße, which is where also the U-Bahns go that go to Zuffenhausen. It is an explicitly stated purpose of this mission that I don't want to just follow U-Bahn lines, because I don't want to test my knowledge of the Stuttgart U-Bahn system, but of the city itself. Also, something you don't really appreciate when you're doing a no roads mission is how easy it's to record when there's not constantly cars beside you, because roads are loud, cars are loud. Oh look, there's a whole bunch of pigeons. And half the time I feel like I can't record because you wouldn't hear me over the noise of the cars. Okay, I'm already at a crossroads here. I don't think I have to go through Europaville, so I go on the left here. Continuing on what I think is Heilbronner Straße. Oh wait, the sidewalk ends. Oh, well. I hate cars, I hate roads, I want my vineyards and my parks back. This is so much less fun. You know, I've often taken the U-Bahn here along Heilbronner Straße, but I don't think I've actually walked here. I do think we have to follow it until at least the bridge over the train lines, because we have to cross those. After that, I'm not sure. We kind of want to go past Pragsattel, but I don't know if we should go directly there or like veer off to the right. Because at some point we will also have to contend with the US military installations, which I think we'll have to pass on the left. But I'm not quite sure. I think I'll just wing it when I get there. I have to correct myself. There's two bridges over two train lines. On the one hand, to our left here, what we're walking over currently is the Riedbahn, which exits Hauptbahnhof on the north and then curves south out towards, for example, Zurich. And but then we'll still have to pass the tracks going to Nordbahnhof, which is a bridge further down there. So we'll have to stay on the street for just a tad longer. Just walked past like a public map of Stuttgart and had to use all my strength and fortitude not to look at it and check out where we're actually going. Because it is in fact quite a weird feeling to go to an unknown place without using a map. It's such an instinct that if you don't know where you're going, if you're unsure where you are, you just open your Maps app and you check. Which is the very thing I can't do in this challenge. So yeah, it's definitely, it has that specific kind of adventurous feeling, what I'm doing here. There coming up is the second bridge I talked about. I wonder if I want to get on the other side, which I probably should do by going over the bridge, over this footbridge here. I think that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, I can see Pragsattel over there where these two towers are, and I think if I just follow Heilbronner Straße for a bit and then just veer off right as soon as I can, I think I should be over those vineyards back there. I should have a pretty good course on my way to Zuffenhausen, I hope. And in fact, I can't continue on this side, so maybe this is the point in time where I go right. Yeah, let's follow this path. Okay, we have a small drizzle going now, so I've taken out the umbrella. We're currently still in Stuttgart Nord, I believe. We have to kind of aim correctly, because like ahead of us to our left is Feuerbach, on the right is part of Bad Cannstatt, and we somehow have to make our way in between. I don't think you can go in between, I think they touch, so we'll have to go through one or the other. And right behind there should be maybe Zuffenhausen im Reiser. I'm really unsure. Oh, that's like fruit trees, quinces and shit. That's a lovely little park. Huh. Oh, you came by here on the No Roads mission, remember? You're absolutely right, yes, I did. Oh, that's cool. But that still doesn't answer the question where to go next. Okay, it seems we're going past Pragsattel after all. Fortunately today, with the rain, the Leibfriedschegärten aren't quite as cozy a spot for a little lunch break. And I am starting to get hungry again. But I think, as opposed to with No Roads mission, we have to get over the street and then pass Robert Bosch Krankenhaus on the left. So we need to go way further left. I hope that is correct. Right now I'm going to go to the right here, across that little bridge, across the street here. Just come across this these directional signs. Am I allowed to use those? I didn't specify that in the challenge, but they only show the way towards the Bahnhof in Zuffenhausen, which is not quite where I want to go, so I think I'll ignore them anyway. You remember last time the apples weren't quite ripe when we were touring? Look at that apple tree. Maybe, I mean, I do actually have another apple with me, but you know, theft is fun. Oh no, wait, those are quinces. I'm stupid. Those aren't apples. I'm not gonna eat a raw quince just for the joy of stealing, so further uphill we go. They do look kind of reddish in parts though. Huh, these vineyards look kind of familiar. And that building over there as well. There's a falcon almost standing still in the air, using Rüttelflug, whatever that's in English. Probably on the lookout for some mice or something. And we are again faced with a great view of here, the Pragsaddle and Feuerbach over there in the distance. Okay, let's use that dry place for a little rest, because I am a bit hungry and also a bit out of breath from walking uphill. So let's have a little bit of lunch. Lunch today is provided by Bäcker Siegel, and I still have Laugenbrötchen and some Butterkuchen, which I will devour right now, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm done with the lunch. I have mostly been watching the falcons and crows play here over the vineyards. I think you can see the falcon right there in the background, just about. That's such cool animals. They can just like stand still in the air, look like they're defying the laws of physics. And I'll make my way here to the left, and I hope that's the correct choice. I wonder what that weird device on top of that Porsche design tower is. Looks almost like a catapult or something. I don't know. Maybe Horst with a hat can look that up for me. How? I'm recording this part in advance. How would I even... whatever. Oh, now there's beef between the falcons and the crows. Oh, she's coming. Feel like David Attenborough here.
The crow is not too enthused about having the falcon invade her habitat.
Big construction at the hospital. That crane even has like a digital display. I think I'll make my way around here this time. That seems reasonable. I think at some walk in the past I was coming from Zuffenhausen there on the right and then went down into the valley. Maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember. Okay, I think I've been here before, and I'm afraid all those white buildings on the ridge over there are all the US military installations. We will have to pass that, and I think we'll have to pass it on the left. So I think my plan is to head over there and around, and basically along those vineyards, which feels like I'm kind of going in not a straight line. So I'm probably very far off the optimal path. I don't know, you know more than me here. And I hope that's where I have to go. Who knows? There's like quite a sad bit of environmental storytelling there, where it's like a cancer center, and then there's like parking lots. There's like 2 parking spaces where it says reserved for like funerary services, which is kind of sad. Okay, there's the path to the road to Burgholzhof and stuff up there, and then the road continues here to the left. I don't quite know where, but I kind of like the direction. I think I'm going to go left here. I should have gone right there. Oh, shut up. Okay, I had been going down this road also in the hopes to find like a yellow town entrance sign that might say like Zuffenhausen or which part of Zuffenhausen, but I have in fact like recognized now where we are, because this is the road that you drive up if you go to Robert Bosch Hospital from like the Feuerbach direction. So then there is like Pragsattel-Maybachstraße, and this then is the direction into Zuffenhausen here. So I think that is where I want to go. I don't just want to follow the U-Bahn, but also I have no idea where my goal is in relation to the U-Bahn, so it wouldn't help me that much anyway. But yeah, I think I'll make my way down there now. I think that thing here behind me, according to the description of some geocache that I found around here, that thing is like the biggest car wash in the world, or maybe in Germany, but it's definitely a very big car wash. We are now solidly inside Zuffenhausen, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't seen any sort of sign that would help me further from here. I think Imreise is still like to our right. I mean, my pathing so far has been fairly ridiculous, given that basically I went from Pragsattel, around Pragsattel, all the way up the vineyards, and then basically just walk all the way down again. In fact, I'm now back on Heilbronner Straße, the very same road I was walking along the entire time earlier. So I'm definitely not getting a gold star for most precise route planning, but we might still be able to find Zuffenhausen Imreise and Zuffenhauser Heide. Okay, I think I've been following this for way too long. I've always wanted to like go right, but there's only like the open vineyards, and right now I can't go right because it's the major road. Also, the yellow sign implies that we're leaving Zuffenhausen here, no, leaving Feuerbach, which makes no sense because I thought we'd been at Zuffenhausen all along. But actually now, okay, there is a town entrance sign for Zuffenhausen there, but they're not nice enough to actually put the Stadtteil on there, so but well, at least we're in the right borough. Okay, there's signs that aren't helpful, but I don't want to exclude the possibility that that down there might be Zuffenhausen Imreise. Those houses there. I kind of want to go this direction now. Finally some peace and quiet. Now that we're solidly within Zuffenhausen. Maybe think about that street we're going to go. It's called Zuffenhauser Heide. I don't know what Heide exactly that is referring to. I don't know. Well, we can turn to our trusted 1974 edition of Straßennamen Stuttgart Herkunft und Bedeutung, according to which Zuffenhauser Heide, check right here under Z, Zuffenhauser, it's not in here. You have to guess yourself. Well, that's not very helpful at all. I don't know, maybe it's newer. Okay, right now I'm not on any sort of street. I think I've been here before, but when I visited all the Stadtteile of Stuttgart, but it's too long ago for me to remember if this here is actually the one Imreise, the called Imreise, or a different one. Okay, I think I'm still way too central in Zuffenhausen, and I have to go further out, probably the direction I'm currently not going. But out there is, I think, Kelterplatz. There's at least some sort of U-Bahn. Maybe that will help me with my orientation a bit. Because I am completely lost. Okay, there's Mönchsbergstraße here. I think Zuffenhausen Mönchsberg is a part of Zuffenhausen that is not Imreise. Actually, now something is coming back to me. I think it might be the case that if I go here, which looks familiar, and I go up and to the right, I might be getting in the right direction. Let's see if that works. Okay, I'm not sure if I was hallucinating earlier, but right now I'm not hallucinating, because I know that's the bridge from the Stadtpark in Zuffenhausen that leads up here, and I have cycled here like only 2 weeks ago or something when I was going to Cannstatt. And I know this takes me up to like Schutzacher Straße, and that's definitely, that path definitely led me along the military installations. So I'm feeling increasingly confident that I might be circling in on the right area. But God, I'm unsure of that. Okay, I see something coming up, and unless I misremember what Zuffenhausen im Reiser was about, I think that area of those stone walls, which I think was some sort of memorial for the fallen of the war or a war, that was what I thought Zuffenhausen im Reiser was. That's what I associated with it. And if this is not it, oh God, wish me luck. Okay, not a memorial, originally a barracks, the Grenadier barracks. But I think all those little paths here, I think that is Zuffenhausen im Reiser. I think so. That also would make sense why it wouldn't show up in the old street name book, because this development is definitely more recent. In the 70s. Max Gutenkunst. Another positive, these little paths probably don't have street names like Zuffenhäuser Heide. So it's probably a street that like goes along the edge of it or something. And so I'm cautiously optimistic that we are close to glory. I should probably get to the edge of this. 50-50 whether right or left is the correct choice. I don't know if it goes there. Let's try going left here. And then maybe looping my way back around a bit. But here it is, the street name I'm the second most happy about to see. We are in fact in Zuffenhausen im Reiser, and we are going to find our address. Okay, here behind me the military installation starts, as you can see by the big fence and the perfectly kept lawn, which only Americans would do. And of course the barracks buildings behind them. I don't know what the street which I'm currently on is called, but I would wager that im Reiser the Stadtteil ends here. Okay, apparently the street I'm on right now is called Roter Stich, which is not the one I was looking for. That was just, I just had a bus drive past the bus stop, and the people waiting at the bus stop were very confused. And I was very sad that I couldn't look at the maps at the bus stop. I would have loved to do that, but unfortunately, no can do. But yeah, all of this im Reiser are these different sorts of new developments. It is of course possible that Feuerbach Heide is not inside the actual populated part, but like goes out somewhere into the fields or forests, in which case we'd have another issue. And oh my God, just as I say this, look at what this bus stop is called. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone who has already transcended the gender binary, we got him. Or do we? Is it this? Is it that one over there? I mean, if we're looking for a heath, a heide, sure. This one looks great, but we're actually looking for a street called that. No, there is no way. I think we have to go back to the other side of that heath-looking meadow. God, I swear if this street isn't Zuffenhäuser Heide. this street was called Wannenbuckel. There's a street over there called Seewiesenblick. No idea what lake that refers to. And over there, in the distance, that street sign over there says Zuffenhäuser Heide. This one, Zuffenhäuser Heide, 10 to 16. Wait, what was our address? Let's check our piece of paper again. 16, so 10 to 16 is right. Let's see. This is a very quiet neighborhood, and from what I see, there's like a lot of families with children, which makes me very happy to put them some chocolate into their letterboxes. But also I think some of these are single family homes, so I won't necessarily film them directly. And there's number 16 over there. I won't like put it on camera directly, I certainly won't tell you the names of the people living there. But yeah, it is a nice single family home at the far corner of a Zuffenhausen development. Yes, nice roses. I just had to wait for the neighbors to leave because I was looking kind of suspicious, lingering around there, and I still am looking suspicious. I have the feeling I might still be observed. But yes, I put the names on the chocolate, and I will put it in the letterbox, and then my mission for today will be finished and will be a success. There we go. And now we just need to find our way back home, and for this I can open my Maps app again. I even removed it from my home screen, so I wouldn't accidentally open it just out of habit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me do this challenge. You're gonna have all the fun of seeing where I went wrong, and see all the chaotic lines on the map that were supposed to be a straightforward path from A to B. But I will say goodbye from here, next to this wonderful lime tree. I wonder if trees will become relevant in a future video. And sign off. This is Mission Ors signing off. See you next time. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, so you don't miss out on the next episode. Now, I've got a train to catch, so I will see you there. Goodbye.